all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear.
It's the prize I envision. Nature of the beast. No collision. In the cage. When you visit, get the leave. In the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. You know the heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really about to use.
I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford. And he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And he'll be facing Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 71 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell.
Terrence. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The time has finally arrived. These 2 men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Punch, counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just when the fight was getting interesting between... Did you see that? Amir Khan in some real trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Nice job getting that punch through. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you... Here we go for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How will these 2 fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Missing with that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Good looking hook, but it was blocked. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow.
And there's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The charts action from both of these fighters. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Straight right just misses. Fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on this. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
swing and a miss with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Win the round on your jab.
Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That's another scoring shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is a high-octane battle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
No rest for the weary. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time.
Switch on, switch on.
Here we go. It's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Beautiful counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They both want the knockout. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can't find a home for that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab gets blocked. Perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? It's all offense, all the time. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? And learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
You are the sweetest thing
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
It'll be ding-ding from birth brother off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, and the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. So here we go. Should be a good one. Right on the button with that right hand. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nope, that jab not going to score. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. He threw a punch and just got countered. Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't...
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's just get out there and let's reset. Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath for the next one. Yeah? Good. You're switching off. Don't change too much, but too much.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The courage on display here is incredible. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You'd like to see more jabs. And he misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
These are
On to the fourth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Straight right, just misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut doesn't land. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, John.
I
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. Good counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. That uppercut does not score. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Let's start the 6th. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. What a punch. The straight right just misses. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Neither, and down goes Jones Jr. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Listen, he's smart when you go out, right?
Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Counter punching. Can't land the jab there. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Just punch.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor. And we enter the 8th round. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's gonna happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Stamina is off the charts. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Stamina is off the charts. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he'll catch you.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done
back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Do your business.
What you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You got complacent. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Let's go.
Listen, you switched off. What you doing? I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job. Get back out there and...
Let's do it.
Okay, it's not working out. Not working out. Switch southpaw.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous, I'm ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent, I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like
He is smoking. Deontay Wilder. He is the Bronze Bomber. Fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The former heavyweight champion of the world.
just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny sky.
All right. You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Punch scored. Nice counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh man, you got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Defense first, which is good, but you got to get your shots in as well. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? And this with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost... And there's the bell for round 2. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided three. Get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missed him with that uppercut. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. left-handed jab doesn't quite score. And he misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Can't connect with that right hook. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They got the momentum. They got the advantage.
It's like punches they got me through. I'm about to quit this dumbass.
For the 5th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. One of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. What up? And the bronze bomber goes down.
Slow ass.